If if I spending 1 hour with my professional, let's say as a professional type, you know what senior lawyers do.
Right, sir.
Have you ever been to engage a senior lawyer? No.
Yes, sir. Myself, I have done that.
They keep their clock on the table and then
Right,
click the
sir.
clock. So
Right,
1 hour
right.
conference fees, 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, like that.
I understand, sir. How much time have we been allotted? Please let me know. We can accordingly pay.
No. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and start here. Yeah.
So, sir, briefly, first, let me just give you an update on our association. So, earlier on, we just had around 256 members in our group. And later on, we had expanded our association. And right now, we have more than 850 Kingswood buyers within our group. And we have Mr. Kumar Mrityunjay, who coordinated for this meeting with you. He's been elected as the president of the association. Deepak Kumar is there. He's the vice president, and I have been appointed as the general secretary to do all the communications and everything. So this is just to brief you as to
It's a very onerous job. All these are very difficult jobs.
right, sir.
Yes.
But the idea is so that we can coordinate with you, on a frequent basis,
right.
so that you don't get a number of queries from different buyers.
Right.
That's was what the idea was. So we formalized our association and everything is now formal. So we'll try and keep everything in terms of communication. I don't know if you recall a few days earlier we had also sent an email to you, and we had highlighted a number of questions there. We will also touch base on those questions today. So before we proceed further, let me just ask you one question that is although repeated, but it kind of helps the buyers as to what exactly is the status in terms of financing and all. So if you can just briefly tell us any update on the recovery side or on the sale of properties, which can help us get a sense of the funding that we have.
Why should people worry about recoveries and sale of properties?
So actually, the point is that everybody is worried that
I
whether
remember one of your members asking me a question. Why don't you first sell all the Amrapali properties and then start asking us to pay? I said I only gave an answer if then we will start construction next year. By the time we would have sold all the properties, we didn't want to do that. Right?
I do remember
Now
that conversation.
the sale of properties have their own dynamics. Every property situated in every part of the country has their own dynamics. And then whatever DRT has done, there were several problems. And now when MSCC has been engaged, we are trying to pick up one property after another and looking at their problems and trying to resolve them. So the last hearing, I told the court that I will propose to give a 6 months action plan for sale of the properties. But let me also tell you one more thing. I don't want, while we will do whatever needs to be done about the sale of properties, I want to keep many of those things confidential. You know the reason why? There are a lot of people, and also, for instance, take properties in Indore. These properties are quite some value. Let's say I can gather easily 100 crores of rupees from Indore properties. But there is a local connection of erstwhile Amrapali who doesn't want his properties to be sold and who's creating some problem or the other. So I want to handle the whole question of sale of Amrapali properties in a very confidential way. I'm sure every month from now on, November, some properties will be sold, December, some more will be sold. So for another 6 months over a period of time, properties will be sold one after another. But what value they receive, how we receive it, etc., I want to keep it confidential. I don't think that need be a matter of, except gossip interest, I don't think it need to be a matter of interest for any home buyer. That's what I want to say about this question. Okay?
Sure.
But we are making a lot of progress, and maybe in this is October, end of October, middle of November, we would have probably had 4 properties sold. So we are making, every month there is a schedule of properties to be sold.
Okay. Okay.
And the next hearing, I'm going to ask some more assistance from the court. There are some properties in Raipur, some properties in Rajasthan. I want the local government and the local authorities to help us. And so it will become more prominent, well advertised, and we get, rid of probably hindrances from selling the properties. So all those efforts are being taken. So in order to, streamline those efforts, we have to do a lot of thinking, right? You are looking at every property from a very close angle. It is not like selling a small commodity in the market. A lot of issues involved. But for your information, all your information, every small effort, minute attention is being paid to the sale of properties. Okay, number one. Number two, Supreme Court has looked into all the other personal assets of Amrapali directors, some money or funds to come from Amrapali related people, etc. We are also trying to bring in some more clarity on that. So what method should be used for collecting the leftover money, the properties, how to sell them? I'm going to give an action plan to the court in the next couple of hearings. So that maximum by, let's say by December or January, all the sale of properties issue will be closed. Nothing more needs to be done. Okay?
Right, sir. So then coming to the next question, it is basically on the amount of collection and the utilization of funds from the home buyers. So while we understand that, whosoever has made the payment, that payment is getting recorded at UCO Bank level. And for each tower and for each project, that payment is getting segregated by UCO Bank and will be utilized accordingly for that particular project. But the question that arises in our particular case is that, we are not exactly aware as to how much funds are being collected or have been collected till now from Kingswood. So we just wanted to request you as an association if we can be provided with that data so that we have much more clarity in terms of, what is the amount that the buyers associated with us have contributed
So
already.
all that I can only do is, I will share information related to your project alone.
Yes, sir.
Not about
That's
other
perfectly
projects.
fine.
Okay.
Perfectly fine,
And
sir.
then we have now analyzed one more thing. Take it. Huh? Take it. We have analyzed it. Now for each project, let us say Kingswood, there are 1,000 allottees, right? Let us say, out of 1,000 allottees, we have analyzed from UCO Bank payment account how many people have made payments so far.
Right.
And how many have not made any payment at all.
Correct.
So we are analyzing that, right? So in another week or 10 days time, we'll have that figure also available. Once that figure is available, we will tell you. For instance, in some project, we found there are 600 allottees. Only 300 people have made payments so far.
Right.
What I am proposing to do is, I'll make a list of people who have not made any payments so far, make a list for each project, and put it before the Supreme Court and say these people have not made any payment, or they made only very little payment, and give them in a fixed timeline for making the balance payments. If not, right, their allotments will be cancelled.
Sure. So, but this brings me to
otherwise what happens is, otherwise you have started the project. Suppose Kingswood has 1,000 people, 500 people are making payments, right? So the payments made out of 500 people, the construction is going on. The rest 500 are just keeping quiet. Why should they keep quiet? Right? Why should you bear the burden for all the 500? Correct?
Right,
so therefore, we'll give them some more time. All right, 1 month, 2 months, you don't make a payment, we'll cancel all their allotments, and then that will come into the kitty as unallotted, and we'll sell them in the market.
Sure. So this brings us to a related question, which is that, as you're also aware, many banks are not yet disbursing the money. And then there are certain banks which have already closed down the accounts, even when the buyers had never asked them to close them, close those accounts. And then certain buyers, their accounts are automatically.
Give me the details of those banks, because almost in the past 15 days, I've had meetings with more than 4 to 5 banks.
Okay.
Even today, Union Bank, Andhra Bank, and Corporation Bank, I think these banks, which have merged into 3 into Union Bank, I have finally signed an MOU, and then they will start disbursing monies in the next couple of days. Internal correspondents have gone to branches, and so it will all happen. So for instance, Bank of Maharashtra, I signed an MOU, right?
Okay.
UCO Bank, I've signed an MOU. So many banks I've signed MOUs, basic documents, and I find banks have started making payment into the UCO Bank account. Within 15 days time, at least 4 banks have started making payments, Canara Bank, Axis Bank, maybe one more bank. So they've all started making payments. In about 15 days time, we have received about 3 crores. People have started getting loans.
But
So
sir, then,
wherever you have some problem, please let me know. We'll try to handle it.
sir, there are some concerns upon fresh loans. So none of these banks are
Even
granting
fresh loans, there's clear directions. I have repeatedly given clear directions. There is no distinction between fresh loans and old loans.
All right. Then a related question. Some of the banks are also asking for a specific tripartite agreement between you.
They will not be
NBCC.
required. I'm telling you. Now with my MOU, none of those things will be required.
All right. Then, sir, I just wanted to highlight a particular escrow account. So previously, when the association was formed, we had an escrow account wherein some of the buyers of Kingswood had deposited certain amounts towards their dues. And that escrow account has already been highlighted to you in that separate email letter that we had sent to you. So we wanted you to attach that amount and utilize it for Kingswood, or somehow get a transfer from that account. We can always discuss separately on that.
Why don't you transfer it into the UCO Bank account?
So, but then we have to transfer it one by one in the name of each and individual buyer. So we just wanted to work out how to do that, because we have one single account and that the entire amount will then get transferred. So that ways there was
no, even if you transfer the entire amount, I would still need the details of each one of them who had paid it into the escrow account. I need those details.
Right. So that's what I was saying.
You can do one thing. You can do one thing. You can transfer it in one go, but along with it, send me the details.
Sure. We'll send you a separate email with the
Once
details.
you send me the details, I will ask UCO Bank to internally, put it into the respective account holders, right?
Understood, sir. Understood. Okay.
How much is that?
How much, Mrityunjay ji, if you can throw some light?
Amount is only 1 lakh, and details already sent to you.
See, I have not seen anything. I have not seen anything.
Yes, sir. मैंने खुद 2 मेल किया है आपको, और वो मेल मैं भी फिर से कर दूंगा. जस्ट मीटिंग खत्म होती है मैं करता हूँ.
Okay, we'll look into it. Anyway, please, right.
Sure, sir.
Sure.
Right.
So then there's some issue. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's some issue with respect to 2 specific towers in our project. Those are M7 and M8. Now, what had happened was earlier on, these towers were shifted to J cluster.
I know.
Many buyers of these towers were given, letters stating that, you guys have been shifted to J cluster. Although there was no specific mention of the project Kingswood. Now, what is happening is that some of the golf homes, associations, and some of the buyers over there, what they're doing is they're asking those buyers to deposit the money in the name of golf homes. When they are going to UCO Bank, they have been instructed in their respective groups to deposit the money in the name of golf homes as against Kingswood. And they are claiming that, those towers are in golf homes. So we just wanted to understand whether, there can be some sort of clarity issued from your end in this regard. Whether
no, I think it's better we'll organize a meeting with NBCC and then we'll get it sorted out.
But sir, otherwise, I'm sure you're aware that these towers are part.
I know, but I know I need to sit with them together and then we can sort it out. We'll have one joint meeting and clear it.
So just in case, those who have already deposited this amount and they have already mentioned golf homes, whether that amount will then be utilized for Kingswood or...
Don't worry about all this. If it has to come to Kingswood, we'll do it. No problem at all.
Sure, sir. I've understood that.
All that is no issues at all. Everything is being done very carefully. You know it.
Right, sir. So then previously we had a discussion on sir, applicability of TDS on certain buyers who were paying more than 50 lakhs for their flats. So I remember we had a discussion and you mentioned that TDS will not be applicable.
It will not be applicable.
Right.
It
So
will
just
not
we
be
were
applicable.
wondering
Right.
whether, there can be some sort of clarification from the court in this front, or should we just tell the buyers that they are not supposed to deduct TDS?
It is not applicable. Court has said I'm not paying any tax. So anyway, if people want more clarification, I'll send some instructions, no issues. On the website, I'll say TDS is not applicable, right?
Sure, sir. That will certainly help.
Yeah.
Then, sir,
I'll just make sure. Yes.
there's some issue with respect to the tower height. Now, some of our buyers had raised this concern because when they had visited the construction site, the engineer on site mentioned that the tower height is 16 floors, whereas we have many buyers who have bought flats on the 21st or 20th floor. So the tower height, as per us, was 21 floors. Now, sir, there's some issue with respect to what is the correct tower height. So we thought, if we can get some clarity on this aspect.
You send me a separate mail only in this regard.
Sure, sir.
Right? Regarding these two last questions, the tower height and the Kingswood and Gold Forms issue, you just send me a separate mail. I'll talk to NBCC. We are having a meeting tomorrow, and then I'll find out what's the position. Send me a mail tonight.
Right. So just a separate request on, in this connection, if we can also be made part of any of these meetings with NBCC so that, we can have some sort of an idea.
No, some meetings I have for, the NBCC for internal policy discussions. There are so many issues, right? So there are other meetings where everybody can participate. I'll arrange one such meeting, no problem at all.
Right.
Tomorrow we are meeting with NBCC for some bank-related issues and banking, funding, etc. Okay.
Okay. Then, sir, there's some question on Virendra Constructions, the schedule that they are likely to follow. So I understand that they'll be following a particular schedule. What's happening is that most of us have had a chance to go and visit the site, and what we see is that while construction is progressing, but the pace appears to be very slow. So we understand that Virendra Construction must have been given certain milestones on the basis of which NBCC will be making payment to them. So we were wondering if such milestones or certain this thing can be shared with us.
Whatever NBCC has prepared as their time schedule, Virendra Constructions wanted to adhere to that. But they say that if you can arrange finance even at a faster pace, we can quicken the construction pace, right? I don't want to rush into it just now, because if we are stabilizing our financial base in a couple of months' time, and we know that we will be able to give them continuous flow of money every month, let's say 20-30 crores every month, then we can quicken the pace. But right now, we don't want to do anything, right? So let us wait. As of now, whatever is the time schedule originally prepared by NBCC, Virendra Construction is following that. But when we decide to quicken it up, we will do that. We want to do that also.
So we totally understand that. The question was slightly different. We were wanting to have a sense of what is the target given to Virendra Construction, so that if we as buyers also visit the site,
the target, whatever is the, we have uploaded on a website the timeline for each project, right?
So, but that is the overall target, as in when the tower will be delivered.
As of now, that is the target. As of now, that is the target for Virendra also. But what Virendra has been telling NBCC, if you can reduce the target, right? Reduce the period, then we'll see how we can work. We are working on that. I don't want to rush into that. No, of now,
I'm not
whatever NBCC has, correct, I'm only repeating, whatever the NBCC has prepared as the target, that is going to be the target.
Sir, I perfectly understand. All I'm saying is that if we can also have a sense of what is that, stage-wise target, so that if we go there, if we go on the site, we can also monitor.
Please don't go to the site now. Please don't go to the site now. Please give them the freedom to do whatever they want. Otherwise, what happens? Please let me tell you. Please wait. The work schedule will entirely in terms of what NBCC has told them to complete. Right? So I am not getting into that question at all now. So let us say Kings will be completed in 2.5 years or 2 years. That will be the target for Virendra Constructions. And whatever stage they will follow according to the technical specifications. I am not going to lay down I'm not sitting as an engineer for each stage of the project.
No, you don't have to lay down anything. All I'm saying is that whatever has been laid down, if that can be shared with us. See,
That's
the
what I'm
problem.
saying, already there. It is already there. No, whatever you have shared as the NBCC payment schedule, work schedule, that is the schedule of work.
Okay, so I'll tell you in different words. So the problem that we are facing as representatives of our group is that when buyers come to us and say that we've been asked to make payments, we want to understand what is actually happening, how much of construction has actually happened on the ground. Now, when we go to the site, I mean, we've visited the site twice till now, and we have also shared certain pictures and videos of the site to our buyers, stating that this has happened and things are progressing. So you please go ahead, and if you wish to make the payments, then please go ahead and make the payments. Now, the concerns that the buyers have is that if we don't know how much is the pace of construction, if say today the construction is happening, but tomorrow it's not going to happen, or if say after 1 month things are not going to work out, then we need to know that fact. So for that purpose, what we were asking was that if we can be given certain milestones, like you are aware that NBCC is going to make the payment to Virendra Construction as agreed till now on the basis of certain milestones, basis which you have devised the payment schedule for us buyers. So if we can get that sense, then we can also tell our buyers that this is happening, and this was what was agreed, this was the milestone, and this is what has been achieved, and that is why the payment that you have made is rightly made and it is being utilized in the right manner. That was what I wanted to say.
No, that's not a problem, but I'll tell you something else. The payment that you've already made, right, is not sufficient for getting along with the construction. All of you know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So unless there are additional funds available, construction will not go on at all.
Right.
Right. So we don't want to entirely depend upon the home buyer's payment, but at the same time, if in a given project, to come back to the first question, if 50% people have not paid, how do we go ahead with the construction?
Okay. I totally understand.
Therefore, that is a matter of concern for us. Given that, so if you have sufficient funds on hand for each project to keep moving every month, the pace of construction will improve. So I have no difficulty in talking to NBCC and finding out, for instance, the next 3 months, what will be the construction schedule? For the next another 3 months, what will be the pace of work? I can find out and let you know. That's not a problem. But see, the question that if after 3 months, whether the pace of construction will become slow or not is entirely a hypothetical question.
Understood. So
it will depend on two factors. It will depend on two factors. One, the amount of money that keeps coming from home buyers, and the amount of monies we can generate from other resources. It depends on these two factors.
Correct.
So therefore, we are trying our best. I am trying my best to ensure that we have, by the next month, let us say by end of October or November, I will have always a reserve fund of not less than 100 to 200 crores with me. I am working on that. Once it is done, then all your anxieties are gone.
So the idea behind this was because if today 60%, so what we had done was we had done a survey in our group, and we understand that roughly around 60 to 65% of the buyers have paid the first installment. Another 30% are either stuck because of banking issues, or they are not being allowed loans or something, some or the other issue. There are 5 to 6% who have not paid. This is to the best of our knowledge. Now the thing is, if we can have those schedules, we can encourage buyers to make, because if we can show them the progress, then they will also be motivated to.
I'll find out how best it can be done. I'll find out.
So then the next question, which again is a very important question, as to who will be the defaulters. Now, we understand that there was some hearing, the last hearing you had for Mr. Tarachand, please. Sorry. So basically in your note, you had mentioned to the Supreme Court that certain buyers had not paid as per their original BBA with the Amrapali group. And they have not made any payment after that also. So whether they will be treated as defaulters, and now what will happen to those people? Like, for example, I'll give you my own example. My last installment was due as per Amrapali records when I went to the bank and told them that this is my last installment and please go ahead and disburse the money, my bank said that Amrapali has defaulted in its payments to Greater Noida Authority. Therefore, we are not going to honor this particular demand letter. So that happened. Now, after this payment schedule, which has been introduced by you, I have made the first payment and I'm willing to make the payment as per those 10 installments. I don't have any issues. Now, whether I will also be considered as a defaulter with respect to that one installment, which ideally I was not a defaulter because Amrapali was defaulting on its payments to Greater Noida Authority, and that is why the bank refused to make the payment. So we wanted clarity on that aspect, whether some people who have defaulted in their earlier installments to Amrapali because of these issues. Some people got demand letters even though the relevant floors were not built. So they cannot be called defaulters. And now they have willingly made payments as per the new schedule that you have introduced. So what happens to those buyers?
No, we are trying to get some clarity on these issues. What I really want to look at, people who have paid at a value lesser than what others have paid, right?
Right.
And those people who have not made any payment after the initial allotment amount, right?
Right.
I am looking at those set of people. Suppose there are a large number of people who have paid, let's say 5 lakhs, 1 lakh, 3 lakhs, 10 lakh. They have made no payment whatsoever thereafter.
Right.
Maybe they are in default since 2014, 15, 16, whatever it is. Even after Supreme Court has issued an order, I am looking at those people who have not made any single payment into the Amrapali account or into the UCO Bank account. I am looking at those kind of people.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically,
So we are trying to collect. So we are trying to collect all their names and details, and it's taking a lot of time.
So basically, if anybody has paid the first installment as per the schedule introduced by you, and even if they had defaulted in their earlier points, then that
So
will
they
not
are not defaulters.
Perfect. That's what we wanted clarity on. So then there
I
are
am
certain
saying somebody who has not made any payment at all subsequent to Supreme Court order, right? And they were also earlier a defaulter for whatever reasons. And then defaulter here means somebody value is 40, you paid only 10, you never paid anything thereafter.
Okay.
And you never paid anything after Supreme Court passed an order.
Right.
So we are collecting all those names.
Sure. Understood, sir. So then there's certain concern around, there were some buyers who could not find their names on the portal. Till now, they haven't been able to find their names on the portal. So we understand that a separate link was later on introduced for them, stating that, whether your name is not appearing, then you can fill in your details over here. So we were wondering, whether any action is being taken towards those buyers, or what is the consequence?
But now everybody can log in, because earlier people were not logging in properly. They were not getting their email or mobile properly. Therefore, they were not getting the link. Now people can log in. If old emails and mobile IDs are not there, they can log in and do the resetting, and they can log in and do everything.
No, but for somebody who is not even showing at all, the name is not showing at all. It's not showing in somebody else.
Even for name is not showing at all. There is a room for entering your details.
Okay.
We are collecting all those names separately.
All right.
What happens is, Amrapali has, wherever they have sold it to two people, right? In the name of one person may figure, the name of other person may not figure at all. Right. In the customer data, if there is A and B, A's name may be there, but B's name may not be there.
Right.
So even in those cases, if in the website, they can log in and fill up the details.
Right.
And there's a separate database for them.
Okay. Understood, sir. Then, sir, there was a related question. All those buyers who have made the payments, some of them are saying that, are we going to get a separate receipt or confirmation from your office or from?
Why? I'm not giving any receipt. UCO Bank receipt is good enough.
That's good
Please.
enough, right?
No.
Okay. Then, sir, the next main question is on the issue with respect to subvention buyers. Now, I'd request Deepak ji, if he's here, he can better put.
I have discussed this matter with all the banks.
Okay.
Right? Because of some structural issues, etc., every bank had their own little problems. Now, let's wait. Probably in the course of this month or so, all sub-ban issues will also be clarified. And somewhere banks are trying to restructure the whole issue. And let this question not be repeated. I know everything about sub-bans.
So actually, I'll tell you what exactly the buyers are facing these days. They're saying that as a subvention buyer, they had paid a higher amount towards their
Correct,
flat.
Himanshu. They have paid a higher amount. But look here, either on the one hand, you continue to pay whatever you need to pay, right? And go to the bank, all right, I have paid a higher amount. I have borne the responsibility of Amrapali. Therefore, I have been a sufferer. No problem. I understand that. But today, we are no longer with Amrapali. Now we are through a court monitored process, isn't it? So
Right.
either, and there's no use saying banks played a fraud with Amrapali and I am being asked to bear. There's no use saying all that. So
Right.
either you say, all right, I have made some payment, give me some adjustment.
Right.
So adjustment towards principal interest, how it can be adjusted, all that's being worked out.
So, sir,
So
I'll tell you what the concern
somewhere
is.
some sacrifices will have to be made. I can't go beyond a point.
I understand that, sir. I'll just tell you the concern. Maybe you can put before the banks as in when you have the next meeting or whatever. Probably you already are aware of those concerns as well. Just to for the satisfaction of all the buyers over here in the meeting. So basically, the major concern is that if at all banks restructure these loans, what is going to happen is that the interest component, which is accumulated over the years, is also going to be made part of the principal of the restructured loan. Now the buyers are saying, since that particular liability was never meant for us as an owners, it was always the owners of the erstwhile builder. Will it be justified in asking us to make those payments and get a loan, which is again, a higher quantum
So,
altogether?
all right. Let me say, imagine Amrapali is still available,
Hmm. Okay.
right? What would have happened? Amrapali would have discharged that burden. But the
Right.
money which Amrapali got was the money on your account. It goes into your unit.
Right.
It has gone into your unit, but then it has not really gone into your unit. It has gone into Amrapali account. And
Correct.
let's say they have not used that money,
Uh-huh.
right? And they've
Right.
defaulted also. Therefore, let us say 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs which Amrapali had taken in a particular unit.
Right.
The loan liability, EMI liability for Amrapali was, let's say, 50,000 every month, right?
Right.
Now there is a loan of 20 lakhs which has gone into your account, into the bank, and that money should be ideally used for your unit,
Right.
right? Now we no longer have that money,
Right.
okay? Right. Imagine that I am Amrapali, and you will say, sir, I will consider that you have that 20 lakhs amount in my credit with you, right? Suppose you argue like that, which will
Right.
ease your problem. Now,
Right.
where do I look for the 20 lakhs? I will have to look for the 20 lakhs somewhere, no?
Right.
All right. So the 20 lakhs is not available.
Mhm.
So today we have to find out as if the 20 lakhs is available and as if the Amrapali's default should be, let's say, 50,000, 10 months, 5 lakhs should have been paid by Amrapali, which you have paid. So these
Right.
5 lakhs will have to be adjusted somewhere with the bank loans.
Okay.
How do we give an adjustment?
Uh-huh.
Right? You are saying, why should I bear the entire burden of 5 lakhs?
Hmm.
Isn't it? So this 5 lakhs should have been borne by Amrapali. Now Amrapali is not there, receiver is there. Let receiver bear the 5 lakhs burden.
Right.
Isn't it? So
Right.
how do I bear the 5 lakhs burden now? Which means that if I have sufficient money for completing the construction,
Right.
right? That is taking care of your interest of completing the unit, isn't it?
Sir, I perfectly understand. The question that they have
You
is
understand
now
the
that
logic of it.
I
So
get the
therefore, if we have to bear, let's say I will collect 100 subvention IS cases, and the total amount of EMI liability for Amrapali multiply 5 lakhs into 100, let's say 5 crores. So I will have to find out 5 crores from some general fund and give it to the bank and say, please treat it as my EMI discharging liability on behalf of Amrapali. That would be happy. Okay, no? Will that be okay? Right? But how can I do that? So we are caught in a situation when I can neither do this nor I can ask you to do this. So therefore, we have to find out somewhere a little steps, few steps by home buyers. Maybe it will be difficult for you for a few months, but thereafter, when the fund improves, then what kind of easing can happen? I can think over. Today, I cannot think of anything.
Okay. So let me put it this way. Let's say tomorrow, if we have sufficient funds available with us, whether, subvention buyers can be compensated for whatever additional amount
We
they
will look
are.
into it later. It's a very hypothetical question. I cannot promise anything now.
Okay.
Very
But
difficult
as
for
of
me
now,
to promise anything. No, I cannot say anything about it. Therefore, the only best thing I can do is ask the banks to reduce the EMI liability burden from your shoulders.
okay. But in
And
any case, there will be.
address the interest component, let's say if possible, over the principal and not keep it as an interest.
Okay. But then apparently, all the
It will
subvention
be a
buyers are.
problem. I know it. It won't be a 100% solution. It's not possible. See, you are, on the one hand, Supreme Court is trying to come to their rescue.
Right.
If this is not taken off, what is going to happen, subvention buyers? Like everybody else, you will also lose your money.
Right.
The whole project has come to a close.
Right.
So I understand there are a few problems like this, which we can't find a immediate solution.
Okay.
I have thought over this matter for the past 4 to 5 months. I've discussed with several banks, right? So we'll try to find some solution, but I can't answer it like whether they will be compensated or not. I cannot answer it now. Very difficult for me. Suppose I say something today, then I'll be quoted by all of you saying the receiver has said they will be compensated. And I'll be given a notice day after tomorrow by 100 people saying the receiver said this and therefore let the court do this. I can't do that, no?
Understand, sir.
I'm very careful in what I'm trying to tell you, but please bear with us for some more time and see if we can find some better solutions sooner or later.
All right. So
One important thing which I want to share with you is like what was happening in the month of, let's say, January or February, right? With all banks. I hope you are listening, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The position in January or February when we have been having series of meetings with all the banks is far, far different now.
Okay.
Banks are feeling absolutely comfortable with what we are doing. And, on the one hand, the reason why I personally volunteered to sign an MOU with the banks is to give them a set of confidence.
Right.
Also imagine that Supreme Court has written off many bank liabilities.
Right.
In its judgment. So many banks are feeling a little worried about it. So we must give a confidence to some banks and find out how stage after stage we can try to clear one issue after another. If everybody wants to clear all the issues in one go, I don't think it's going to happen.
Right.
I'm sorry to bother you here.
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah, please, quickly.
So basically, there are a couple of more questions which I think are important. We can just quickly take them. People wanted to, seek a clarification on what is the modality of swapping, if at all something has been worked out till now.
What?
So for swapping,
Modality?
back swapping.
See, I am collecting all information. Let us collect all information and find out what is the pattern and what's going to be the impact.
Okay. So actually,
So
people are worried to,
after a month.
if they choose swapping as on date, whether they are still required to make payments or not, and what is going to be the likely.
No, let the payments be made. Don't worry about payments at all. Let them continue to make payments. They will be adjusted anyway.
Because so some of them had a concern on, because they were not having enough financial ability to make payments. So that is why they wanted to opt for swapping. And they thought that.
See, swapping I'm not doing individual cases today. We are collecting all the information, right? What will be the impact of swapping, whether we're going to have some financial impact or not. Once we complete that study, let's say by the end of October, right? We have in principle decided to allow that, and we want to share some information with the court and get some clearance from the court. Unless the court gives us some clearance, I don't want to go ahead on my own. But we are analyzing the entire data. So maybe by after next month, we'll try to deal with that.
So basically, if anybody has already opted for swapping, they are still meant to make the payments. They should not be.
Yes. That's not an issue.
Maybe
Right.
they can think about swapping. Okay. So
Right.
some of the buyers have written to you for refunds, but they haven't really got any information.
No refund. Why? Who am I to give refund?
Right.
I'm
So they
nobody.
just wanted an acknowledgement from you that their data is being collected, because they haven't really got any response.
It is there already in my website. Should I reply to each individual mail about refund? No.
But they were worried in the sense that whether their data has been collected or not. That's the only worry.
Once they have sent it, it's been collected. I have received all the mails on refund separately. My office is looking into it. Nobody need to worry on that.
Right, sir.
Every little drop of information in my website is being analyzed and collected separately.
Right.
Sir, one last quick question, Himanshu ji. So, sir, for the genuine buyers, right?
What do you mean by genuine buyers?
Who has paid already all the demands? Who has paid all the demands what Amrapali demanded at the time of construction, right? Now the situation is different. Some buyers have already taken another loan, let's say home loan, and they are not financially capable as of now, right? So, are you putting those buyers also in the defaulter list, and you are going to cancel their flats?
What do you mean by this? I don't know. If somebody, I've told you in the earlier question, defaulters means who have failed to pay anything after Supreme Court pass an order. And even if suppose genuine buyers, suppose we give you another 2 months, 3 months time for making good the default, and you still default, and you're not able to pay, then can I sit back and say, look here, all right, I'll allow you till the construction is complete? That's going to be a little difficult for me. I'm not, again, a project manager. I am working as an officer of the court. We need to have some very strict disciplines, isn't it? Amrapali was very different. So they were the company.
We agreed with you. The problem here is,
no bank developer, they can borrow money and do whatever they want at their will. But I'm subject to a lot of legal restrictions.
Right, sir. So then there's a very, we had discussed this earlier also in terms of golf homes and Kingswood, the confusion in terms between the buyers and the different.
We'll have it clarified. I'll have it clarified.
So there's a separate, slightly connected issue. But
okay, tell me.
So basically, our entry has been restricted only through golf homes. Now, what is happening is that certain people sit there and they don't allow Kingswood buyers. They simply say that only golf homes. This is golf homes, and you're also.
I am asking that the construction agency not to allow anyone till some more time. Why all this problem? Please wait. It's creating a lot of problems for us.
Right.
Please.
Fine.
I get a mail from somebody. I get a message from somebody. Sir, allow me to go inside. Some lady calls me and said, I want to go inside, and says, look here, I am not your watchman every time giving permission to go inside. I mean, I can't do all this.
So the question is not, you should not allow everybody. All I'm saying is that if we, say like, for example.
Wait for some more time, please wait. When I will ask NBCC to periodically update on the construction activity going on, let's say every fortnight, they can update with me some video or photographs, and I'll put it on the website.
Perfect. That is, I think, what we wanted. So, I'm more or less done with my questions. If anybody else has any questions, please put it in the chat box. Please put it in the chat box. Otherwise, it becomes a very big problem.
If I'm audible, I need to ask one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, if it is not the same question all over again.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I agree with you, that we need to submit all the amount, to UCO Bank now. But my problem is, as we are aware that we need to submit our, installment in 10 phases here. That's agreed with everybody. So my problem is two problems I am facing right now. First thing, I'm not aware how much amount is left because, I lost, there is some mishappening in my home. So I lost all the papers, from Amrapali. Second thing, I've already taken one more home loan now. And the problem here is, no bank is allowing me to, because my limit, there is 70% of your salary limit, which happens to every bank, is their credibility. They check the credibility of every individual. So my credibility is over now. But, though I have already have a loan from Bank of Maharashtra, but they are not allowing me to disperse the rest amount. Already I'm left with 14 lakhs, which is undispersed, but they will now not disperse because my credibility is over. So in that case, I know I'm not able to pay any amount now. So in that case, what should I do? I'm okay to
Can I
take
help
flat
you?
as well.
How can, if you're not in a position to discharge your balance liabilities, in such cases, how can I help you? I am not a government. I am not, I don't have money which I can give it to you. How do I help you?
No. So in that case, is there any way, we can get time for at least 1 year so that, we can balance our balance sheet in such a way that, we get some time around that. In just
How,
genuine cases, I'm saying.
I don't think
Because
I have.
anyhow, in next 2-3 months, I'll be called as a defaulter, in terms of a Supreme Court, or maybe because of some, my personal liabilities, I will be called as a defaulter. But in my case, it's not
See, lad,
actually my
there will
default,
be, not in
because
your case alone, sir, not in your case alone. There will be a large number of people who have taken earlier bank loans and now they are not in a position to pay anything. So what should I do with all of them?
no, at
What
least we
should I
should
do?
get
I have no
because
idea.
because
I
we
have no
no
idea.
no
I can't.
yeah, I
I
agree
can't
with
tell
you.
you. All right, I'll give you a for 1 year and make a payment next year. It's going to be difficult for me.
Yeah,
So,
I
but you
agreed
can
with you.
send one minute. You can all of you as much as possible. So that were genuine problems. Bank of
Mhm.
Maharashtra is now going to clear all the pending applications by next week.
Mhm.
All pending applications will be started cleared by next week. We had a meeting with them and I had signed an MOU and everything will be, soon over sooner or later. So wait for some more time with the bank. Let's see what happens.
So for any other
Okay.
questions, please write in the chat box. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to all those questions.
So just wanted to ask, allow me to do that.
Yeah, please,
Yes.
quickly.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Uh, it's a repeated question, I would say, but still, I request you to please look into it. Like, I'm a subvention bar and got a loan from Bank of Baroda, and my loan account got NPO like 5 years back, and in the meantime, I lost my job as well. But now, as I listen to you, like, what I understood is like we need to clear everything, whatever the guidelines Supreme Court has given, like whatever the dues are pending, and like 10% is pending from Bank of Baroda, you guys need to pay that. And somewhere bank may be ready, but again, there's a huge interest which I cannot afford. So like I'm really not sure like how to go about it and what to do. Should we wait for Supreme Court decision? As you stated that it would take time, but the decision would come. But so far I have not paid any amount. Even like you know it, like we were supposed to get our flats in 2015, but we didn't get it. Later on I lost my job, and then things were not good. So my simple question is, again, we were the sufferer when the matter was not heard in Supreme Court. Are we still going to be the sufferer? I mean,
What do you mean by that?
that point is
You're
like
going still be the sufferer means what? There are
in sense to
there are two
like
kinds of suffering. Let me tell you, there are two kinds of suffering. The Supreme Court has not come in, none of you would have got your homes. That's one suffering, no?
Yep.
Right? The other
Yes.
suffering is Supreme Court has come in, but some way you will get your homes.
But again, it is going to cost
1 minute.
us too much.
Again, you are asking me a wrong question. If Supreme Court has come in and some way you will get your homes, then can Supreme Court have all the magical answers for all the problems? No. Supreme Court is not government, sir. Supreme Court is only trying to find out the means and ways and means of getting things done. And how are we working? If government is refusing to help all of you, then what is our role?
But as
So
a
we
bar,
have
we
to
cannot
find.
afford that.
Therefore, please, don't say Supreme Court also we are happening. I can't answer all these questions. right? I am not stepped in the shoes of Amrapali to answer all these questions. Sorry for saying this. All right, for 2010 to 2019, Amrapali had committed so many wrongs. But Supreme Court has seen that everything is settled one after another. Now about 5 to 7 years of mess. Within 1 year, we are trying to clear everything. So you may have to have some sacrifice somewhere. I know many of you have not only lost your jobs, there are cases where people have lost their husband or wife or their father, and therefore they are now put a lot of difficulties. I am handling all those cases.
No,
I know everything.
had I been not lost my job, still I would not have afforded that
I know
amount
that,
which are being put it now.
But see, we are not here. Suppose Amrapali is an establishment organization, and you have lost some, job, and then court could have said, Mr. Amrapali, give them employment, give them money. It could have happened like that. But court cannot say that now to me. So there is no place where all of us can go and say, all right, here money is available, and let us try to look at the problems of each and every home buyer. It's not happening like that. So somewhere many of your problems will not be resolved immediately, but it will be resolved very sooner or later. It's going to take a little time.
I completely understand and respect.
I personally feel very sorry for all of you. But please don't ask me to give answers to many of these questions for which answers will come not immediately. It will take time.
Sir,
But we are
just one
trying
thing,
to solve.
one relevance, like one question relevant to it. So how
Yes.
should we go about it? Should we wait for Supreme Court to give a some kind of take a decision on this? Like we have not
Decision
paid,
on what?
we have
No,
not
decision on what?
we
Please tell me. No, decision on what? On people who are not
decision
able to
on
pay.
decision on subvention buyers like
You are again talking about subvention buyers. I say there are many buyers other than subvention buyers who cannot pay at all. And say, look here, I am lost my job. I am not in a position. I have lost, my income has come down. So what should Supreme Court say? Will the Supreme Court ask the bank to give up the entire subvention liability and say, all right, I'll return it off? You want that to happen?
no, that is
You
not
want that to
practically
happen,
possible.
no?
But whatever the cost
So
we
I
were
think,
offered, if it remains to that, if it remains close to that, we can afford that. But it is going beyond that and
What do you mean by
beyond
it's going
to up to
beyond that? I don't understand what you're talking. I don't understand what you're talking.
So basically, I think what he's
I'm
trying
not
to say.
able to understand this. What is going beyond what?
So basically, I think what he's trying to say is that because of the additional interest component, and if at all there's a
I know that. I know that. Don't I know
that's
that subvention
That we
agreements,
cannot
all these
afford.
problems are there.
I cannot afford that.
If you cannot afford that, then tell me what I should do. Can Supreme Court say people cannot afford 5 lakhs of Amrapali liability? Therefore, Bank of Maharashtra should write off 5 lakhs. That's what you want?
Somewhere, yes.
Yeah, I know. I understand what exactly it is.
We already paid the higher cost due to scheme, and now
Please, I know
That is what
everything
the
about
problem is,
higher
sir.
costs. I know everything about what has happened. Hundreds of mails I have studied. So what exactly you want is, sir, I have paid more. I have paid more cost. I have also borne liability for EMI for Amrapali. Please write it off. That's the only solution. There's no other
Yes.
solution,
I think
right?
I would
So,
like to
your
surrender my flat in this case.
All
I
right.
will
So
have
your
to
question is,
surrender my flat in this case
till Supreme Court. So Supreme Court does something, I will not pay. I will do nothing. All right.
because we don't have that much of money to pay this bill.
I
Because
can't
it's a
help
huge
that, sir.
amount.
Individual case, I cannot help. I am not looking at individual cases. We have to look at a policy decision. How much of banks can bear liability today? So unless I ask the court to say that this is the problem in subvention agreement, for every subvention home buyer, please write off the entire Amrapali loan liability. 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, please write it off.
Either write
But
off
sir,
or we will have to surrender our flat.
You
limitations
surrender
to
it.
what we're
Please
doing
do
over
it.
here. Let us not repeatedly ask the same
Yeah.
questions. I think
If
the
you want to
Honorable Chair has
surrender,
already
please
answered
surrender
them.
it. I have no problem. I have no problem for people who want to surrender. You will surrender it and then you wait till the projects are complete and Supreme Court will say after 2 to 3 years, whatever has surrendered, if money is available, you'll get your money back. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen now. I am not in a position to answer questions of refund. I am not the authority to talk about refund at all.
Sir, if I can be allowed for 1
Thank you
minute.
so much.
Please, if at all you need to ask any question, please write it in the chat box. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult. There are 98 participants. Let us not make a mess. Just for clarity's sake, I would like to repeat what the Honorable CR had mentioned a few minutes ago. He has already had a discussion with multiple banks, and banks will be giving fresh loans as well. So please keep a tab with your relevant bankers, and they'll inform you. Somebody is asking, banks are saying current BBA will be null and void, and that is so. It was already clarified in the group itself. Current BBA is no longer valid as far as your bank is concerned. It will be a fresh, you can have a separate loan with the banks. Somebody has mentioned, sir, that HDFC is not disbursing. So this is for you to please note. HDFC Bank is not disbursing. So if you can have a discussion with them. So some people are asking whether there'll be a defaulter list that you'll announce before taking any action. I believe you will, but just to
Of course.
clarify.
Of course.
Right.
And how about demand letter?
What
There will
demand
be no
letter?
demand letter. This has been clarified multiple times. Please don't ask.
No. I clarified earlier as well. So I'm not asking, demand letter. I mentioned my case earlier that if somebody lost all the papers, as I mentioned. So is there any way if we can get some clarity around what all amount is left? There are few people.
There will not be any demand letter. I think this has already been clarified multiple times. There is not enough staff also to, calculate all those things. And that is why the entire methodology was devised on the portal for you to update your details so that once you provide those details, if at all there's a discrepancy, your office or, the Honorable Judge's office will get in touch with you for any corrections. I believe I'm right, sir. Please, you can.
You are right. You are right.
So that's where we are. You won't be getting any separate demand letters. Please calculate your own outstandings and then pay according to the payment schedule.
And whoever has any problem, you can always on my website send a mail regarding I have no problem. Suppose somebody says I have no documents at all.
Yeah,
You have lost all your documents. How is it possible you have lost all your documents? Please don't tell me that.
Sir, I mentioned that there was some earthquake, not earthquake, but there is some, mishappening happened, in our hometown. That's the reason only. So we lost our home only.
You can reconstruct all your documents. If you are paid through bank, go to the bank, get all your documents.
Sir, can I make one suggestion?
Yes.
Like in the website, if we can in future have a provision of some progress sharing and picture sharing of all the projects.
He has already mentioned that. It
will happen very soon.
Okay,
how many things, sir, I am trying to do? My God.
Sir, we understand you are doing a very hard job, and we all pray for you for the hard work you are doing.
That is fine, sir. I have also to do my professional work. In between, we are trying to do all this.
Sir, एक बार
Thank you so much for all your efforts. We really appreciate. And please do look into.
I want only two things. Let me say once again, there are some people who have genuine problems. I know it. People who cannot really move 1 inch forward. I also understand that. But there are certain limitations within which I can work. While I would like to resolve many of your problems, particularly subvention agreements, I have some difficulties. I am going a little slow. So once I go beyond a point, I think then it will be a little more easier for me. Now, in one stroke, I want banks to do so many sacrifices. It becomes problematic. So even in NPA cases, Supreme Court said you will give loans. So banks have abided by that. For them, NPA cases means a lot of losses. So let me see how far I can go a little more further into the subvention cases and get some relief for you. When I was a little little what called blunt. I only want to tell you beyond a point, not in one stroke, I can get all the problems resolved. It will take some time.
Someone in the
So there are
Someone in
three
the
quick suggestions. So one is on the construction monitoring committee. We believe that
No,
there's
I am not having any construction monitoring committee and all that. No, the NBCC has an internal reporting system and is reporting to the committee. Like suppose you want a construction monitoring committee, I want to appoint somebody.
okay.
I appoint somebody means an engineer will be there. Let's say I'll pick up some retired CPWD engineer, and every month they will ask you not less than 4 to 5 lakhs.
Okay.
Now,
Hello,
who is going to
sir.
pay them?
Can I
So then
interfere?
the next suggestion was, some people said that if you can also incorporate a link towards UCO Bank in your portal, so that people can directly go from there to the payment portal, because there was some confusion upon which is the correct portal and all. So if that can be incorporated, it will really help.
I'll find out from UCO Bank how it can be done. I'll find out.
Right.
I'll
So
look.
then.
Sir, I have a question.
No, I need to tell me quickly.
Yeah, sir. Just a small query. Some of us have actually went out to their home and could not come back due to this coronavirus. So we do not have the documents with us. We have all documents at home. So can we update? We are coming back. So can we update all details in October and pay that? Will that be any concern to you?
No, you are updating a data is concerned. There is no limitation. You can do it even in October, no problem. But if you have not made any payment, please make the payment from wherever you are.
Sir, we will do it. I just don't have the total amount I need to pay it. That details we do not have it. That is why we haven't paid. So,
You can calculate that amount. That methodology is already there. You can calculate the amount. You can discuss on the group as well. We'll help you out. You will find the details on your last demand letter also as to what all amount you have paid. So from there also you can check the amounts.
You'll have some idea as to how much you can need to pay. You can get some idea.
Right, sir. So within October, I'm ready to pay the first installment. Is there any problem, sir?
No problem. But then if you're willing to pay in October, pay the whole money. Why in 10 installments?
What about subvention buyer pay?
Please don't repeat about subvention buyers again.
बाद में नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं पार्टिकुलर का. पहले हिमांशु जी का उन्होंने काफी नोट्स बना रखे हैं, तो पहले उन्हें खत्म होने देते हैं.
So I think I'm almost done. There's just one last question which is left with me, which is I believe the answer is already. I'm already aware of the answer, but still I'll ask. People are asking whether they are supposed to update the portal every time we make the payment for each installment, or
no, not necessary. Not necessary. Right.
So that's about it from
one last question,
you know why we wanted to have the customer data. Everybody was asking whether my name figures that or not. And people want to know if my name does not figure, should I make a payment? So the customer data is to have a complete current data of all the people who will be treated as eligible allottees. Customer data is also to be updated. We want to know how many multiple allotments have been made. So we want to apprise ourselves of that. There are also cases where people's name do not figure at all in the customer data. It is for these reasons we are digitalizing the information.
Mr. Rajesh Jain, you have some question, please. You're raising your hand. Quickly.
Yeah, thanks, sir. It's a very small question, sir. I have taken the loan from my company. I belong to one government company. I have taken this as a company loan from my accommodation, and whenever I was getting any installments or payment dues from the Ampali, I was asking that money from my company and making the payment to Ampali. Now when I am reaching to my company for making the 10% payment of every quarter, my company is saying I cannot make the payment until unless the BBA is valid. So what my request would be, can the CR sir make some letter of amendment sort of thing that making the earlier BBA null and void and signing a new agreement between all the parties.
No, I will try to help you, but we are not going to sign any new BBA. The old BBA, I will endorse it and say this is valid for your company's purposes.
But if it is valid, that the payment is a construction link plan, then based on that construction plan, nothing is due on my part, sir. 10% I have to make one time. Now what you are proposing is to move from the construction link plan to time-based.
No, I can't help beyond a point. I can only facilitate payment through your company and give a guarantee that you can make the payment into the Amrapali. That's all. Beyond that, I cannot help.
Sincerely, sir, I am very grateful to you. You are making very, very good effort for all mass of the people.
So you can work through Himanshu and then send me a mail or come with some letter. I will look into it and see that it is endorsed by me. That's all. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. I will touch with you.
Very well. All right.
I think we should just summarize. Sir, just wanted to just repeat one or two things that we had decided.
No, don't have to repeat it. What I'll say is.
No, I'm just summarizing. So basically, what we decided was that you will check with the NBCC on their construction schedule. You will also try and arrange a meeting with them where some of us can also be present.
Right. Sure.
You'll also share the data of the amount that has been collected from Kingswood with the association, particularly to respect to Kingswood, and whatsoever that amount. And we can, of course, discuss separately as to how we can obtain that data. Does that rightly summarize the discussion?
Okay. All other issues are being looked into. Let subvention buyers do not worry beyond a point, but they can't ask for a very big magical solution. It will come in due course, hopefully to their advantage. Let us see what can happen.
Right, sir. So I think if there are no other apart from repeated questions, I hope there are no other questions. So I would like to thank Mr. Venkatramani from all of us over here on behalf of the association and every buyer of Kingswood. So thank you very much, sir, for giving us the time.
Not at all. And I must.
Sir, take care of your health as well.
No, I must say that everybody, as soon as we started the construction work and even earlier, the amount of confidence which home buyers have placed in the process of the receiver and Supreme Court is really encouraging. And I hope with the same kind of cooperation, we'll be able to create more milestones quickly. And I will, whatever information I need to share with you, I'll definitely share with you. But certain things I want to have, very confidentially, I want to proceed. But then, moment I am little open, I'll share them with you. Okay?
Sir, I said escrow account details on your WhatsApp and mail as well.
All right. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Everyone for joining.
Not at all.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So those of you who are still here, there were certain questions that I purposely did not pick up. Like, for example, somebody was repeatedly asking, what if we don't pay the November installment and what if we pay the next month? I don't think he should be asking such questions to the CR. I mean, he's not going to take action on you if you don't pay one installment and then, go on to pay the next. Let's just say that, this is as simple as what you do with a normal bank. When you miss a particular EMI, of course, you can make the, remaining payment in the next installment. So we should try and avoid, these kind of questions with the CR, because he has when we keep on asking the repeated questions, he gets a bit irritated. So we should not be doing that.
Yeah, another thing, Himanshuji, since we're before the meeting, we already planned the set of questions. So it will be good. First we clarify those questions, and then individual questions out of 99 people should not be encouraged.
So we try to do that, but then again, when we have 99 participants, we can't really stop everyone from unmuting their mic every time. So people have. I had initially mentioned specifically that please write the questions in the chat box, but I don't think many people wrote them in the chat box. Of course, you may find me missing out on some of the questions because I think I already have the answers to those questions. Or you can easily get answers to those questions once you ask those questions in the group. So that is why we don't want to burden CR with the repeated questions. That is the only reason why I did not take some of the questions that were asked in the group.
Himanshuji, see, basically the concern asking that question was that if we have paid the first installment and want to skip November and pay it March, see, there are many people who have lost the jobs and they need fund to be collected. So that's the reason I was asking this question, so that they get some 3 months time to have the fund and pay it later. That was my main concern to ask.
I get the question.
So will they be called as a defaulter in this?
They will not be called a defaulter. Let me put it very clearly. He has already mentioned that you are making the payment.
There's a lot of background noise. Himanshuji, please announce there's a lot of background noise.
You have announced.
I don't understand why people are. I don't understand why people are not following the simple thing to keep the mics on mute when someone is talking.
Everybody, please take note of what has just been stated. Just to reiterate, Sir Hussain, basically, see, the point is that don't make the payment in November and you make the payment next installment. He won't treat you as a defaulter. The question is whether you have made some payment after the Supreme Court judgment or not. If the answer to that question is a yes, then you need not worry. Plus, there'll be a specific name, a list will be there for each defaulter. So you can keep a track of that, defaulter list, and I'm sure you'll understand that your name will not be there.
So Himanshu, myself, Rana Pratap Singh, one thing is clear that there will be no refund till the construction is fully done. So the refund option is for the time being is not a feasible option, which I see. So the second thing is that if we have to deposit, then should we go only to UCO Bank Supreme Court to physically, if we are depositing, so we have to go to Supreme Court UCO Bank branch or any UCO Bank.
You can deposit at any branch of UCO Bank. There's no such restriction that you have to go to the Supreme Court branch only. You can deposit at any branch.
Okay. So this thing is understood. The second thing is you have asked that how much money has been collected from buyers. So I will request that association should also look into the data that how much money is going to come from other sources also. Because that is what CR has said, that they are not depending on buyers' money entirely, but they are depending on the other sources for which they are waiting, so that 100 crore or something like that, every month they have the cash flow. So the important thing is also
obtain all these details from the CR. He has promised that he will share the data of the amount collected from the buyers. The question is that how much of allocation is going to be made for a particular project is something that there is no clarity on, but we'll ensure that, they don't do some hanky-panky as far as that recovery amount is concerned. We'll try and see that whatever amount is due for us definitely gets transferred to Kingswood's account, so that, there's no discrepancy on the front. So we'll try and keep.
We are associated with the associations in 2017. Many meetings have been conducted. So the data which was shown by Amarpali, in which lot of money was going to come from the buyers. Then second was, now if you see, go on the side, then the commercial space is being given to someone like some companies. So I think all this money is going to help in the construction. Then there were some schools and future projects which were going to come after D4, where D4 is finishing, and this side, left side J block. After that, lot of space was there, like schools were there, hospitals were there, and some commercial space was there.
Sir, I've understood your question. We had specifically written this question and sent it to the CR previously in the month of July. I'm not sure if you were, part of the group back then or not, or, you were part of some other group. But we had specifically mentioned this question. It's part of our questionnaire which we had sent to the CR. It is there. And we had asked him this particular question. Back then, what he stated was that whatever was there in the original brochure as part of Kingswood will be completed. whatever is not part of the brochure and was separately to be done by the builder. For example, if there was a commercial property which is there, which is not part of our brochure, then it will not be made. Okay. So now, as far as you have to specifically answer a question on the school bit, that school was being built on a separate plot, which has now been kept as clear, or rather, unsold FAR. So that probably will be sold as a sold FAR land separately. It will not be remaining part of our project. What will be in our project will be whatever was there in our brochure.
Thank you so much, Manshu bhai. Thank you so much for all your information and initiative. एक चीज मतलब डिस्कस क्या करनी है, क्लैरिटी है, बट जस्ट वांटेड टू स्टिल डिस्कस विद यू. जो मेरा जैसे है, मेरा अकाउंट एनपीए सबवेंशन बायर के स्कीम के तहत मैंने फ्लैट लिया हुआ था, ठीक है. अब क्या है, उसमें अकाउंट तो काफी टाइम पहले ही एनपीए हो चुका है और अभी क्लैरिटी नहीं है, डिलेमा वाला सिचुएशन है. मैं सिचुएशन में नहीं हूँ कि जितना अमाउंट है मैं उस बेस पे मैं वो अफोर्ड कर पाऊँ ईएमआई वगैरह. अगर बैंक लोन डिसबर्स करेगा या रिमेनिंग ओनली 20% रिमेनिंग अमाउंट, 10% मेरे को देना है, 10% बैंक को देना है. अगर वो रीस्ट्रक्चर कर रहा है तो बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है और ईएमआई बहुत ज्यादा जाएगी, जो कि मैं पे नहीं कर सकता. ड्यू टू व्हिच क्या हो रहा है कि जो हाँ सॉरी,
मैंने आपका क्वेश्चन सुन लिया था, जो आपने कोर्ट रिसीवर बोला तब भी सुना था. मैं समझ गया हूँ सारा इशू. प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ यही है कि
नहीं, अब एक चीज बोलनी है. जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ऑर्डर है कि भाई पैसा पे करो, हम किस बेस पे पे करें? हमने अभी तक पे नहीं किया. जो 80% गया था 2015 में वही गया है और उसके बाद से कुछ भी पैसा नहीं गया. और आगे हम किस बेस पे करें, क्योंकि हम तो ईएमआई अफोर्ड ही नहीं कर पाएंगे.
ये बात आपकी बिल्कुल सही है और आप अकेले नहीं हो, ऐसे बहुत सारे बायर्स हमारे ही ग्रुप में हैं. अभी फिलहाल किसी का फ्लैट कैंसिल नहीं हो रहा है. लेट्स सी आगे क्या होता है. पहले इनको लाने दीजिए, ये लोग क्या लेके आते हैं सबवेंशन बायर्स के लिए, क्या रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करते हैं, क्या उसका वो करते हैं, रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन करते हैं उस लोन का. लेट अस सी क्या लेके आते हैं, उसमें
नहीं
कितना
सर, वो एक्चुअली में बैंक बात हुआ है बैंक से. वो जैसे 30 लाख का लोन है, वो 45 लाख करके और ईएमआई का ड्यूरेशन बढ़ा रहे हैं. और वो जैसे अभी हमें 20 साल पे करना है, वो फिर 30-35 का कर रहे हैं. दिस इज व्हाट दे आर डूइंग.
ये उन्होंने बोला है कि कोर्ट रिसीवर से उनकी ऐसी बात हुई है, ऐसा बोल रहे हैं क्या?
हाँ,
क्योंकि कोर्ट रिसीवर तो आपके सामने बोल रहे हैं, अभी तो उन्होंने फाइनलाइज ही नहीं किया है कोई सोल्यूशन.
अरे उन्होंने बोला रीस्ट्रक्चर वाला पार्ट तो बोल दिया ना.
रीस्ट्रक्चर वाला भी, बट उन्होंने अभी पूरा क्लोज नहीं किया है अभी डिस्कशन. कितने पे रीस्ट्रक्चर करेंगे, पोर्शन इंटरेस्ट का जाएगा, कितना नहीं जाएगा, अभी उसका डिस्कशन ही उस तरह से क्लोज हुआ नहीं है.
नहीं सर, बट एमओयू साइन हो गया है ना उनका. बोला उन्होंने कि एमओयू साइन कर दिया है उन्होंने सारे बैंक के साथ.
एमओयू डिसबर्सल के लिए है सर.
हाँ, डिसबर्सल के लिए. डिसबर्सल तभी होगा ना जब वो लोन रीस्ट्रक्चर हो जाएगा, तभी.
बिल्कुल अलग चल रहा है, पेंशन का इश्यू बिल्कुल अलग चल रहा है सर.
नहीं सर,
एमओयू जो अभी नॉर्मल चल रहा है उनके डिसबर्सल के लिए था.
नहीं, ये सबके लिए आ चुका.
हमारे लिए भी है. हमारे पास भी कॉल आया था बैंक का. वो एक एक्नॉलेजमेंट मांग रहे, स्लिप मेल करी थी, वो करके फिर वो रिस्ट्रक्चर कर देंगे. आप वो रिमेनिंग 10% आप दे दो और वो दे देंगे और उसके बाद आपकी ईएमआई शुरू हो जाएगी. दैट इज व्हाट दे आर प्रपोजिंग. मेरे पास तो कॉल आ चुका है. अभिषेक जी हैं, सुब्रोतो, उनके साथ भी सेम चीज हुआ है.
अगर आ गया है तो अच्छी बात है, फिर इसमें आप क्या कर सकते हैं. अभी तो यही जो बोल रहे हैं वो कर रहे हैं.
अच्छी बात कैसे है सर?
अरे तो क्या कर सकते हैं, आप बताइए क्या कर सकते हैं. आपके सामने कोर्ट रिसीवर ने बोल दिया कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. अब बताओ क्या करें. ये तो बैंक के हाथ
फिर मजबूरी में मतलब सरेंडर करना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, अभी हमारे को अब हम सबवेंशन बायर्स को एक अलग होना पड़ेगा. हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा ये इस चीज के लिए लड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये ऐसे तो काम नहीं चलेगा. दीपक जी इसमें ऑलरेडी काफी
समझ में आ चुके हैं,
तो थोड़ा बात करनी पड़ेगी. उनको भी साथ में मिलके, जितने अफेक्टेड लोग हैं वो लोगों को थोड़ा सा हम लोगों को मिलना पड़ेगा. अभी देखना पड़ेगा कैसे करें. तो लेट्स सी आगे क्या होता है.
देखिए,
क्योंकि ये
फ्लैट महंगा खरीदा, सारों सबकी सुनवाई चल रही है.
ये जस्टिस के उसमें तो नहीं आ सकता. इसको ये तो नहीं बोल सकते कि ये जस्टिफाइड हो रहा है कि भाई आपने फ्लैट भी महंगा खरीदा, अब आपको इंटरेस्ट भी लगा के दे रहे हैं, जबकि वो बिल्डर की लायबिलिटी थी. आइडियली ये
अच्छा, मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. हेलो सर, मैं सियाराम बोल रहा हूँ.
सवाल खत्म होने दिया करें, फिर दूसरा सवाल शुरू करें प्लीज.
हेलो सर, मैं सियाराम बोल रहा हूँ. मैं कुछ बात
सर अभी मैं
कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ.
जवाब दे रहा हूँ, प्लीज उनको खत्म करने दे. आपका सवाल भी आएगा. सो
ठीक
मैं ये
है,
कह
तो
रहा हूँ कि अभी जो भी अब आज की डेट में तो ऐसे ही बोल के जा रहे हैं। एक बार पहले भी हमारा उनसे यही डिस्कशन हुआ था, तब भी उन्होंने यही बोला था कोर्ट रिसीवर ने कि इस बारे में मैं जितना कर सकता हूँ मैं बैंक के साथ बात कर रहा हूँ और ये सब है। अब दिक्कत ये है कि अभी तक उन्होंने ऐसा तो नहीं बोला कि आपको डिफॉल्टर ट्रीट कर रहे हैं। मेरी अगर आप मुझसे राय पूछेंगे तो मैं तो यही कहूंगा अभी आपको सरेंडर करने की जरूरत नहीं है, अभी आप वेट एंड वॉच करें, वेट एंड वॉच करके देखें आगे क्या होता है। उसके बाद अगर
नहीं तो
कल
सर,
को आपका नाम
गो अहेड।
कल को आपका नाम अगर वो डिफॉल्टर लिस्ट में लेके आते हैं तब हम उसको दो तरीके से उठा सकते हैं कि भाई आप इनको डिफॉल्टर कैसे ट्रीट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि आप उस चीज को फिर हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने भी रख सकते हैं कि भाई आपने इनको कैसे डिफॉल्टर ट्रीट किया, जबकि इनके अग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से जो भी आपने किया या जो भी आपने पेमेंट्स किए वो सब आपके अपने अग्रीमेंट के हिसाब से किए थे। तो वो स्टेज जब तक नहीं आती है तब तक मैं तो आपको यही सजेस्ट करूंगा कि आप वेट एंड वॉच वाले मोड में रहें। ऑफ कोर्स अगर आपको एक अलग से वो करना है कि भाई हम सबवेंशन बायर्स जो है मिलके कुछ आप अपना वो बनाना चाहते हैं, वो आपकी इच्छा है, बट मैं वैसे कह रहा हूँ कि सबवेंशन बायर्स के इशू भी हम लोग मिलके उठा सकते हैं। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप एसोसिएशन के साथ रहेंगे तो सबवेंशन बायर्स का इशू नहीं उठेगा। सबवेंशन बायर्स के इशू यहाँ पर भी हम लोग उठाते ही हैं। आज भी हमने मीटिंग में भी काफी बारी
राइट यू डिड।
लेकिन
अग्री।
क्या कहते हैं, अभी के लिए तो मेरी सलाह तो आपको यही होगी कि ऐसा तो नहीं है कि कल आपको डिफॉल्टर घोषित कर रहे हैं, देखते हैं कुछ टाइम क्या होता है। अगर
One
मान
last
लीजिए
thing,
कुछ रिकवरी अगर अच्छी हो जाती है, मान लीजिए कल को, और हमारे
हम्म,
पास पैसा अच्छा खासा आ जाता है, तो हम कोर्ट रिसीवर के ऊपर ये दबाव डाल सकते हैं कि भाई जब आपके पास रिकवरी इतनी आ गई है तो आप उन लोगों के प्रेफरेंस की बजाय आप पहले ऐसे लोगों को देखिए कि भाई जिनके साथ ये दिक्कतें रही हैं, क्योंकि आइडियली उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं थी, उनका ओनस नहीं था उस अमाउंट को पे करने का, लेकिन फिर भी आपने उनके ऊपर एक एडिशनल बर्डन डाल दिया। तो अगर आपके पास आज की डेट में एडिशनल पैसा है तो आपको फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस उनको कॉम्पनसेट करने में देना चाहिए। तो हम उसको उस तरह से भी देख सकते हैं। बाकी आपके सजेशंस हमेशा वेलकम है।
इसमें सर ये भी चीज हो सकती है कि जैसे ट्राई पार्टी एग्रीमेंट है, बैंक भी उसमें बहुत जगह इन्वॉल्व है, जो कह रहा है यस आई एग्री टू द फैक्ट कि जब तक पोजीशन नहीं होगा आम्रपाली ही इंटरेस्ट देगा। सिर्फ बिल्डर और बायर एग्रीमेंट नहीं, ट्राई पार्टी एग्रीमेंट भी।
आम्रपाली तो बचा ही नहीं, उसको तो उन्होंने वो कर दिया, वाउंड अप कर दिया। अब वही दिक्कत हो रही है कि
एक चीज लास्ट
कोर्ट
थिंग
रिसीवर को, हाँ जी
आपकी चीज मैं समझ गया हूँ सर, थैंक यू सो मच। एक चीज बस मेरे को और कंफर्म करनी है, लास्ट थिंग, कि जैसे आप कह रहे हो ठीक है वेट एंड वॉच की स्थिति में रहे, तो क्या हम कोर्ट रिसीवर को एक मेल डालें जिसमें हम अपना ये सिनेरियो लिख के, अगर हमारा वेव ऑफ नहीं हो सकता है इंटरेस्ट पे जो इंटरेस्ट लग रहा है, तो हम सरेंडर कर दें? क्या इस तरीके का कुछ मेल डालें या कुछ भी ना करें?
आप अभी मेरी राय में आपको अगर मेल डालना है, आप एक मेल डालें कोर्ट रिसीवर को और इसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट को भी मार्क करें और उसमें ये लिखें कि भाई ये मेरे साथ मेरी ये स्थिति है और मेरे हिसाब से मैं डिफॉल्टर नहीं हूँ और मैं नहीं चाहता कि कोर्ट या कोर्ट रिसीवर जो है मुझे डिफॉल्टर की तरह ट्रीट करे, क्योंकि मैंने अभी तक के अपने पेमेंट्स जो हैं अपने एग्रीमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग किए थे। अब जो मुझसे बोला जा रहा है करने के लिए वो तो न्याय संगत नहीं है। इट कैन नॉट बी कॉल्ड एज जस्टिस ऑन माय पार्ट। आप ऐसे करके एक ईमेल डाल दें और सुप्रीम कोर्ट को भी मार्क कर दें। उसके बाद देखते हैं, लेट देम से कि पहले उनको बोलने तो दें कि आप डिफॉल्टर हैं, आप नहीं पे कर रहे हैं, फिर उसके बाद आगे की कहानी कर सकते हैं। बिकॉज मेरे हिसाब से के केस में आपको डिफॉल्टर ट्रीट नहीं किया जा सकता है।
राइट, और है भी बहुत सारे लोग, ऐसा नहीं है कि ऐसे ही चलेगा। इट इज जस्ट दैट कि कोर्ट रिसीवर के पास भी बहुत बर्डन है।
वही दिक्कत है उनके पास, अभी उन्होंने एनालाइज ही नहीं किया है पूरा सिनेरियो। जब वो एनालाइज कर लेंगे उसके बाद ही उनको समझ आएगा कि कितने बायर्स हैं, कितना अमाउंट है और उसमें कितना क्वांटम रहेगा उनके लिए, और कितने फ्लैट्स ऐसे कैंसिल हो जाएंगे और वो लोग क्या करेंगे जिनके फ्लैट्स कैंसिल कर देंगे। तो थोड़ा ये जिसे प्रैक्टिकल रहेगा नहीं। सो इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ थोड़ा वेट कर लें। और ये मेल जो आप बोल रहे हैं, मैंने जैसे बताया आप वैसे चाहे तो वैसे डाल सकते हैं। मैं ये सजेस्ट नहीं करूंगा सरेंडर करने का अल्टरनेटिवली, बिकॉज अदरवाइज ये हो जाएगा कि फिर वो मान के चलेंगे कि हाँ आप तो सरेंडर ही करने को तैयार हैं, तो आप क्यों अपना राइट उस पर गिव अप करने के लिए उस पर जा रहे हैं। मैं तो कहूंगा आप मेंटेन
सही कह रहे हो आप।
करेंगे, उसके बाद हम यहाँ से भी एक लेटर लिखेंगे। और
ये सारी बात एक बार टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में हो रखी है, आप अगर टेलीग्राम को फॉलो करेंगे तो आपको साथ मिल जाएगा आइडिया।
नहीं सर, मैं टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में एडेड हूँ ऑलरेडी, और ये जो क्लैरिटी हिमांशु जी से मिल रही है।
ये आपका नाम सो नहीं
योगेश कुमार।
ओके,
योगेश कुमार होगा, योगेश कुमार का। हिमांशु जी और जो सीआर से उसमें थोड़ा ज्यादा क्लैरिटी है।
जो अपना नाम ना, आप जब ज्वाइन करा करें तो अपना नाम लिखा करें, बिकॉज कई बार समझ नहीं आता कि हम किस बात कर रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम नहीं आ रहा है क्या?
नहीं, आपका AKPW के नाम से आ रहा है।
ओके ओके।
सियाराम जी बताइए क्या कह रहे थे?
हाँ सर।
हाँ जी बताइए।
थैंक्स।
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी आ रही है, बताइए।
हाँ सर, बोल रहे थे कि मैंने भी अभी अपना फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं दिया है, क्योंकि कॉर्पोरेशन बैंक में मेरा भी लोन अकाउंट NPA है। और जब तक कि उसका अब वो MOU सर बोल रहे हैं साइन कर लिए हैं और उनका हेड ऑफिस से अप्रूवल भी आ गया है, तो अब मे भी जल्दी से हो जाए। और दूसरा बोल रहे थे कि जब प्रोजेक्ट जब कंप्लीट हो जाएगा और तो उस टाइम जो हमारा जैसे 4 साल 5 साल जो हमारा जो नो EMI का था सबवेंशन बायर में,
हाँ जी,
तो वो पैसा मतलब मिलेगा या एडजस्ट होगा पोजीशन के टाइम? क्योंकि हम जो है अभी जो
15 मिनट में ना हम सबवेंशन बायर का ही इशू डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, और कोर्ट रिसीवर ने भी इस बात को बड़ा क्लियरली बोल दिया है कि वो ऐसी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं आज की डेट में कि ऐसे कोई एडजस्टमेंट होगी। तो ये एडजस्टमेंट होगी नहीं होगी, कुछ अमाउंट आपको मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ कॉम्पनसेशन आपको मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, इसके ऊपर आज की डेट में कोर्ट रिसीवर ने कोई भी बात साफ तौर पे नहीं रखी है। तो क्या होगा मैं आपसे ऐसे नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि भाई ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा। आज की डेट में जो मैंने अभी योगेश जी को बताया वही आपके लिए भी वैलिड है। आपके लिए बेहतर यही रहेगा कि आप आराम से वेट एंड वॉच वाली पॉलिसी अपनाएं।
हेलो। वही जो 10% जो लास्ट वाला था वो तो मैंने अभी जोड़ के EMI बना दिया है।
अगर आपने दे दिया है तो फिर तो आपको टेंशन होनी नहीं चाहिए, आप डिफॉल्टर लिस्ट में नहीं आओगे।
नहीं, अभी तक तो मैंने दिया नहीं है, बट जो कैलकुलेटेड हुआ है वो लास्ट के जो 10% था वो भी हुआ है, और जो बैंक में मतलब जितना टोटल स्टैंडिंग अमाउंट था सारा हुआ है। बट वही था कि जो लास्ट में इंटरेस्ट पार्ट जो होगा वो मैनेज होगा या नहीं, एडजस्ट होगा या नहीं।
राम जी, आपको तो सारी कहानी मालूम है सबवेंशन की। आप इतने एक्टिव बायर्स हो सबवेंशन ग्रुप में, कॉर्पोरेशन बैंक के ग्रुप में, फिर भी एक बार पूछ रहे हो। आपको तो हर चीज की नॉलेज पहले से है, बायर्स तो आपसे पूछते हैं।
फिर भी मैं
सियाजुद्दीन जी पूछ रहे हैं कुछ। सियाजुद्दीन जी, अगर आप मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं तो
हिमांशु जी, एक क्वेश्चन है। क्वेश्चन ये है कि जब लोन दिया था और जो व्हाटएवर डिमांड अमरपाली ने जो रेज किया था, जिन लोगों ने वो सारी डिमांड पे की है, राइट? नाउ द सिचुएशन इज डिफरेंट बिकॉज बिटवीन जब अमरपाली का कंस्ट्रक्शन बंद हुआ और अभी ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का चालू हुआ है, 2-3 साल हो गए, राइट? इन बिटवीन सिचुएशन चेंज हो गई है, लोगों ने अपना लोन ले लिया है, या फिर कई लोगों का लोन अमाउंट जो लोन अकाउंट है वो क्लोज हो गया है, राइट? फाइनेंशियली दे आर नॉट स्ट्रांग कि वो अपने आप से पे कर पाए। तो उस सिचुएशन में क्या है, अभी CR ने क्लियरली बोल दिया कि दे विल put those buyers in defaulter list and will cancel and resell it, right? That is okay. But अगर वो रीसेल करते हैं, रीसेल करने के बाद उनके पास जो अमाउंट आता है, will they pay back to the buyer, जो फर्स्ट बायर जो था?
अगर आपका फ्लैट कैंसिल होगा तो आपने जितना अमाउंट दिया है उसका रिफंड का आपका राइट रहेगा।
हाँ, बट अभी उन्होंने साफ साफ मना कर दिया।
फॉरफीट नहीं होगा। देखिए ऐसा है, फॉरफीचर की बात नहीं हो रही है, फ्लैट कैंसिलेशन अलग चीज होती है। और एक तो यार कनक रमन जी, आप प्लीज अपना म्यूट कर लें यार। हाँ जी, थैंक यू सो मच सर। सॉरी, क्या बोल रहा था मैं? देखिए फॉरफीचर अलग चीज होती है और कैंसिलेशन अलग होता है। अगर आपका अमाउंट फॉरफीट होता तो बात अलग होती। इस केस में फॉरफीचर की बात नहीं हो रही है, सिर्फ आपका फ्लैट कैंसिलेशन की बात है। अगर आपका फ्लैट कैंसिल भी होगा तो भी जितना अमाउंट आपने दिया उसके ऊपर तो आपका राइट रहेगा ही। ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने अमाउंट अगर नहीं दिया तो आपका अमाउंट फॉरफीट करके वो अमाउंट भी यूटिलाइज कर लेंगे कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए, और वो अमाउंट को फिर वो फ्लैट को दोबारा रीसेल भी कर देंगे। ऐसा नहीं होगा।
But they have not shown us a clear picture on कि वो लोग रिफंड कब करेंगे, रीसेल करने के बाद they will utilize that money first in the construction.
देखिए ऐसा है, ये कोर्ट रिसीवर जो होता है, कोर्ट रिसीवर का काम ये होता है कि जो भी कंपनी वाउंड अप हो रही है उसकी सारी प्रॉपर्टीज बेच के और जो भी उसके डेटर्स क्रेडिटर्स हैं उनकी सेटलमेंट करके उसके बुक्स क्लोज करने होते हैं उसको। ठीक है, अगर हम प्योर बात करें कि भाई रिसीवर का जॉब क्या रहता है, इस पर्टिकुलर केस में भी यही चीज होगी। आप जो हैं, आप एक तरह से क्रेडिटर हैं, ठीक है, आम्रपाली को वाउंड अप कर दिया गया है और कोर्ट रिसीवर जो है उनकी प्रॉपर्टी सेल कर रहा है, और जो कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम हो रहा है वो एडिशनल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डाल दिया है कि भाई आप कंस्ट्रक्शन भी मैनेज करेंगे। आज की डेट में यही है कि उनका पहला टारगेट ये है कि कोर्ट के सामने 42,000 होम बायर्स की सिचुएशन थी, तो कोर्ट ने ये बोला कि भाई 42,000 होम बायर्स के साथ ये सिचुएशन हो रही है, हम पहले कंस्ट्रक्शन पे फोकस करेंगे। जब कंस्ट्रक्शन हो जाएगा, उस बीच में अगर मान लीजिए सबकी प्रॉपर्टीज बिकती है और उनके पास कुछ एक्स्ट्रा बचता है, तब उस केस में वो रिफंड के केसेस को लेना शुरू करेंगे। तो जब वो रिफंड के केसेस लेना शुरू करेंगे, अगर उस टाइम तक ऐसी बात आती है तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग रिफंड मिलना शुरू होगा, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन कि उनको बीच के स्टेज में कब उनके पास एडिशनल फंड्स अवेलेबल होते हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि लास्ट में ही होगा, कोई ऐसी जरूरी बात नहीं है, बीच में भी हो सकता है।
हाँ, आई अंडरस्टैंड, बट इन दैट केस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग कि वो दो जगह से, मेरा पैसा तो है उनके पास ऑलरेडी, ठीक है, मैं दे चुका हूँ, अभी वो रीसेल करने के बाद वो फ्लैट का डबल अमाउंट हो जाएगा, राइट? तो दैट विल नॉट, मतलब वो रिफंड जो प्रॉपर्ली जो रिफंड चाहता है वो ऑब्वियसली उसको जब कंस्ट्रक्शन कंप्लीट होगा उसके बाद रिफंड मिलेगा, अंडरस्टैंड, कि जब वो अमाउंट बचेगा तो लेट्स से मेरा कैंसिल भी हो गया, मेरा रिसेल भी हो गया किसी दूसरे पर्सन को, उसके बाद भी कंस्ट्रक्शन कंप्लीट होने के बाद भी पैसा नहीं बचता है, तो इन दैट केस व्हाट विल हैपन?
ये तो सर रिस्क है, ये तो आप मान के चलो, ये तो सीधी सी बात बता रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आप देखें नॉर्मली भी अगर कंपनी कभी वाउंड अप होती है और उस केस में भी अगर जो शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं, जो अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स होते हैं, अगर उनके लिए उनका कुछ अमाउंट बचता नहीं है आफ्टर सेलिंग ऑल द प्रॉपर्टीज, तो वो तो फिर वो सर लॉस में जाते हैं। और ये ऐसा नहीं कि आप ही के साथ दिक्कत है, सभी के साथ दिक्कत है। मान लीजिए कल को हमारा कंस्ट्रक्शन पूरा नहीं होता है और जो है मान लीजिए जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो 12वें फ्लोर पे जाके रुक जाता है, तो हमारे लिए भी उतनी दिक्कत है, मतलब हम और पैसा भी देके वहीं के वहीं खड़े होंगे जहां हम आज खड़े हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि तो हमारे लिए सब सही हो जाएगा और आपके लिए नहीं होगा। अगर कंस्ट्रक्शन हो जाता है, मान लीजिए पूरा हो जाता है, फ्लैट बन जाते हैं, तो ये भी हो सकता है कि भाई आपका अनसोल्ड फ्लैट बेच के जो उससे पैसा आता है उसमें से आपका जितना बनता है वो आपको दे देंगे, नहीं बनता है तो जैसे आप है वैसे हम है।
एंड सीआर इज आल्सो डूइंग समथिंग ऑन कि जो क्लोज अकाउंट हो गया उनको वापस रीओपन करवाने का कुछ,
वो उन्होंने बोल दिया फ्रेश लोन्स के लिए। अभी आज जो बोल रहे थे कि फ्रेश लोन्स भी उन्होंने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं, फ्रेश लोन्स भी मिल रहे हैं अब, तो आई एम श्योर आप थोड़े दिन में बैंक से चेक करेंगे तो मिल जाना चाहिए।
एंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन है कि उन्होंने कुछ आइडिया नहीं दिया कि व्हेन दे आर गोइंग टू पब्लिश द डिफॉल्टर लिस्ट, एनी आइडिया आपको है कुछ?
मेरे ख्याल से सर अक्टूबर एंड के आसपास आएगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने टाइम दिया था अक्टूबर 31 तक का। अक्टूबर 31 तक जो नहीं देगा उसके बाद वो एक लिस्ट निकाल देंगे और फिर उनको एक लास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी देंगे, भैया ये लोग हैं लिस्ट में, ये लोग सब डिफॉल्टर हैं, आपको आखिरी मौका दिया जा रहा है, 15 दिन का टाइम और दिया जा रहा है, आप पे कर दें, नहीं तो हम आपका फ्लैट कैंसिल कर देंगे, उसके बाद कोई एक्शन होगा। तो अगर आप उस लिस्ट में आ भी जाते हैं मान लीजिए उस स्टेज पे, तो उसके बाद भी आप कोर्ट रिसीवर को लिख सकते हैं कि नहीं मैं अपना फ्लैट का रिफंड चाहता हूँ या मैं सरेंडर करना चाहता हूँ, आप कैंसिलेशन भी नहीं होगा आपका टेक्निकली फिर।
Okay, okay, thank you.
I have a related question here. Hi. My flat is. Can I ask?
Kanak Raman ji, please.
Hello. Yeah. So my question is, my flat is in D4.
वो इंटर आवाज है
Come in 2020.
कनक रमन जी आप क्या कर रहे हैं सर? हाँ जी बताइए, कौन बोल रहा था मैम?
Hi, this is Shubhra. My question is that मेरा D4 में है and estimated plan date for delivery is 2023. Assuming I pay the installment, अभी मैंने pay नहीं किया है, but I'm still considering because मेरे को यही है कि I pay all the money and then like you were discussing कि बीच में construction रुक जाता है, then what is the guarantee to me today as a home buyer, as a genuine homeowner? So
I have understood your question. हमारा भी यही क्वेश्चन था जब हमने जुलाई में कोर्ट रिसीवर के साथ मीटिंग की थी, उस टाइम पर भी उन्होंने यही कहा था गारंटी कुछ नहीं है, सबसे बड़ी गारंटी ये है कि आज की डेट में आप लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस चीज को मॉनिटर कर रहा है। अगर आप ये देखें कि कितनी वैल्यू है उन प्रॉपर्टीज की जो आम्रपाली के पास आज की डेट में है, कितना अमाउंट रिकवर होना है फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज, कितने फ्लैट्स हैं अनसोल्ड जो बिकने वाले हैं, कितने FAR है जो कि बिकने वाला है, और क्या सोर्सेज हो सकते हैं पैसे के, कौन से फ्लैट्स हैं जो मतलब मैं अभी जो पीछे बोल रहे थे उनकी तरह के बायर्स नहीं, बट जो ऐसे बायर्स है जिन्होंने 2 लाख में बुकिंग कराई और उसके बाद से कभी कुछ पेमेंट ही नहीं किया, जो अल्टीमेटली इफेक्टिवली एक्चुअली डिफॉल्टर्स हैं, उनके फ्लैट्स जब अनसोल्ड में घुस जाएंगे, उसमें इंक्लूड कर दिए जाएंगे और उसके बाद उनको सेल होगा। इन सब सोर्सेज से जो पैसा आएगा उनसे कोर्ट रिसीवर को ऐसी उम्मीद है कि आपका कंस्ट्रक्शन तो पूरा हो जाएगा। और सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस केस में आगे जाके और एक्शन भी ले सकता है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी पावर्स भी होते हैं, वो कल को गवर्नमेंट को भी इंस्ट्रक्शन दे सकते हैं कि आप रिमेनिंग फंडिंग करें। मैं ऐसा नहीं कह रहा कि वो ऐसा करेंगे, बट ऐसा किया जा सकता है। दे हैव एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी पावर्स, क्योंकि ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास है मैटर। और इस केस में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑलरेडी इस कंक्लूजन में पहुंच चुका है कि नोएडा अथॉरिटीज और ग्रेटर नोएडा अथॉरिटी भी इस चीज के लिए इसमें सम्मिलित थी, देवर पार्टी टू द फ्रॉड, ऐसा सुप्रीम कोर्ट पहले ही बोल चुका है। तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं होगी अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट कल को ऐसा भी कोई डिसीजन दे देता है टू द गवर्नमेंट टू मेक गुड व्हाटएवर इज द बैलेंस। तो पता ही होगा ऑलरेडी 625 करोड़ एसबीआई कैप से भी फंडिंग की अरेंजमेंट ऑलरेडी। तो ये मैं ये तो नहीं कहूँगा कि 100% श्योरिटी है कि आपका फ्लैट बन ही जाएगा और कंस्ट्रक्शन पूरा हो जाएगा और कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। सेम टाइम मैं भी नहीं कहूँगा कि बहुत चांसेस बहुत ठीक है या होगा ही नहीं, ऐसा नहीं कह सकते। पॉसिबिलिटी काफी अच्छी है।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू। ओके, आई थिंक मुझे नहीं लगता और किसी के पास कोई
चलिए,
अगर कोई और क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता है तो बताएं।
हिमांशु जी, हेलो हिमांशु जी, मैंने लेट ज्वाइन किया था ड्यू टू 100 मेंबर्स की वजह से मैं ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाया था। मेरा एक तो वही सिंपल क्वेश्चन था, शायद वो रिपीट हो रहा हो। डिफॉल्टर, व्हाट विल द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द डिफॉल्टर? अगर सीआर साहब ने खुद बताया कि
वो बताया सर, उन्होंने बेसिकली ये बोला है कि जिस भी व्यक्ति ने अभी तक कुछ भी पेमेंट नहीं करा है किसी भी तरह से, मतलब आम्रपाली का भी बीबीए में भी डिफॉल्ट कर दिया था, और जो अभी कोर्ट रिसीवर ने भी जो पेमेंट शेड्यूल बनाया उसमें भी डिफॉल्ट कर दिया, तो जो आदमी हर तरह से डिफॉल्टर है उसको वो डिफॉल्टर की तरह ट्रीट करते हैं। बेसिकली वो उन लोगों के पीछे ज्यादा पड़ेंगे जिन्होंने 1-2 लाख दे के बुकिंग तो करा ली, उसके बाद से जो है कुछ भी पेमेंट नहीं किया है। तो आइडियली जिसका थोड़ा बहुत पैसा रहता है या जिसने एक आधा इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं दिया है और अब जो है नए पेमेंट प्लान के हिसाब से जो देना स्टार्ट कर चुका है, उसके साथ ऐसा डिफॉल्टर वाला ट्रीटमेंट नहीं होगा। अब बाकी उन्होंने क्लैरिफाई ये भी कर दिया है कि डिफॉल्टर की अलग से लिस्ट वो निकालेंगे, इससे पहले कि वो क्या
वो तो अक्टूबर को निकालेंगे, अगर पेमेंट नहीं होगा तो वो तब निकालेंगे। तो जैसे ये आम्रपाली या किंतुट के केस में मेन तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत से अधिक लोग वैसे ही होंगे जिन्होंने लास्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं दिया था, जो कि आम्रपाली ने फोर्सली जनरेट कर दिया था।
मैंने खुद नहीं दिया, मैंने अपना एग्जांपल दिया था उनको,
तो सब वाइंड अप
मैंने खुद नहीं दिया था और मैंने कोर्ट रिसीवर को अपना एग्जांपल देके उनसे पूछा था सवाल, तो उन्होंने बड़ा क्लियर कट बोला है कि आपको डिफॉल्ट ट्रीट नहीं करें।
ओके, थैंक यू सर। आई थिंक यू विल आल्सो अपलोड दैट।
हाँ, ये रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है, आपको रिकॉर्डिंग अपलोड हो रही है तो आप देख सकते हैं।
ओके ओके,
हेलो हेलो हेलो।
हाँ जी कनक रमन जी बताइए।
हाँ सर, मेरा डाउट ये है सर, मैं तमिलनाडु से बोल रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ जी बताइए।
सर मैं ऑलरेडी 2010 में बुक किया था एक्चुअली।
हाँ।
सो फॉर HDFC हाउसिंग लोन वो होम लोन वो डिस्पर्स कर दिया 8,66,000 समथिंग।
ओके।
अभी एक्स्ट्रा एवरी 10% आई ऑलरेडी पेड सर थ्रू यूको बैंक मॉडल है। वो ऑलरेडी मैं पे किया था ना 8,66,000 समथिंग, दैट इज ओनली फॉर अमाउंट ओनली।
ओके।
उसमें सर्विस टैक्स हटा दिया मैं, but that amount will be calculated already, or once again I will be pay the amount.
Sorry, आप
नहीं मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर, अभी मैं ऑलरेडी 8,66,000 ऑलरेडी डिस्बर्स कर दिया सर बैंक वालों अमरपल्ली को। अभी अमरपल्ली देयर इज नो अमरपल्ली।
करेक्ट।
I am actually in Tamil Nadu sir, that also in remote area.
I've understood, yes. Go on.
Yes. Already HDFC paid to Amrapali 8,66,000 something.
Yes.
So I paid 75,000 something 1 month before sir through UCO model.
Understood.
Because बैंक वाला वो मना कर दिया वो पेमेंट डिस्पोज करने के लिए, बस उनका तरफ भी ठीक है, वो उधर से कोई उसको पास पावर आ जाएगा वो डिस्पोज करेगा। अभी कम मई से भी पेड कर दिया, सपोज ऑलरेडी पेड किया था ना वो 8,66,000, वो अभी क्या होगा सर, वो भी दोबारा पे करना?
नहीं, वो दोबारा नहीं पे करना है। सो व्हाटएवर यू हैव पेड, जितना भी आप अभी
क्योंकि सर मैं हम्बली रिक्वेस्ट सर, 2010 से मैं इधर आ गया पेमेंट करने के बाद, अभी तक मेरे को ये फ्लैट मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा वो भगवान को छोड़ दिया, मैं सब कुछ उसके बाद छोड़ दिया। अरे किसी को भी नहीं मिलेगा तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, वो छोड़ दिया। बट लकीली भी वो ग्रुप में किसी को भी एक फ्रेंड मेरे को ज्वाइन कर दिया, डेली मैं एसएमएस देख रहा हूँ, सब कुछ देख रहा हूँ। आज मीटिंग भी हुआ था, मैं ऑलरेडी पेमेंट कर दिया, मेरा यूनिट कास्ट है 16 पॉइंट समथिंग लाख्स ओनली सर। सो ऑलरेडी मैं पेमेंट कर दिया 8,66,000 ऑलरेडी HDFC डिस्पर्स कर दिया।
Okay.
Apart from that initial booking amount 10% I already paid sir in 2011 itself. Initial booking.
I've understood.
Yes sir.
What is the concern?
अभी what is the concern means already वो HDFC अमरपल्ली को पे किया ना, वो अमाउंट दोबारा मैं पे करना, वो that is my concern sir.
No. You don't have to pay anything दोबारा से। जो आपने पहले पे कर दिया है that is taken into consideration।
Okay sir.
बचता है बैलेंस वही आपको
Okay yes.
और उसको 10 अलग इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में पे करना है।
ठीक है, 10 इंस्टॉलमेंट में
देयर इज अ डॉक्यूमेंट नेम ऑफ FAQ फॉर बायर, उसमें पूरा प्रोसेस लिखा हुआ है आपको कैसे कंप्लीट करना है योर आउटस्टैंडिंग अमाउंट्स और कैसे आपको पे करना है, कब पे करना है। ठीक है
सर, क्योंकि मेरे पास वो अमरपल्ली से वो लेटर आया था, वो लेटर भी मेरे पास है सर। एक्चुअली वो somebody in our groups they are asking some letter also where the tower M7 and M8 was joined named as Kingswood. That also here sir, no problem at all. But last 8,66,000 pay कर दिया already, so I have no problem at all ना। I am paying just